let's go back to the beginning. How did you know that you had this gift and that you wanted to share it with other people?
Well, my late aunt told me that when they'd come over for dinner, I'd many times would take several of them in my bedroom and give them a lecture of some type of subject when I was about 6 years old. But what really inspired me was one trip to Rocky Mountain National Park, and we went to a ranger talk in this huge auditorium, and the ranger had slides of wildlife, and the place was packed, and you could hear a pin drop during his whole presentation. The only thing that you could hear were two mountain lion cubs running back and forth across the roof. And I truly think that inspired me to do this.
Larry lives in a remote Indiana area with special permits for his enclosed wildlife and himself. He has alligators, bears, turtles, tigers, oh my, in his backyard. These critters all have been part of his educational offerings too, traveling with him and his wife Cheryl to schools and meetings. And one very special soul is Elizabeth the baboon, who is a frequent house guest.
Tell us about Elizabeth.
Well, we had a baboon before her named Dolly. And when she passed away, we almost quit. We almost decided we weren't going to do this anymore because it was so hard for us. So the weirdest thing, after she passed away, we received a call from a small zoo in Texas, and they said, we have a baby baboon that's mother won't take care of it. And if you'll drive to Texas, you can adopt her. And it was like it was meant to be. So with what we did, we drove all the way to San Antonio, Texas. We adopted her. And she's been a fantastic, wonderful addition to our animal family. I mean, the kids just love her, needless to say.
She's what I remember on the news one time. I was standing in front of you and Cheryl, your wife, who deserves much, much praise. What a wonderful woman. And helps you tremendously and helps with the animals, and they love her as well. But I was standing there and I was holding a box of Kleenex. And remember, Elizabeth took the Kleenex out of my hand. And I was going to go get it back, and you said, no, just let her have the Kleenex.
Yeah,
Don't take things away from her.
They're kind of selfish.
And I have a picture in my dining room of Louie, the tiger that you drew a picture of and I got from you. And there it is. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
And my dog that I got some years ago, my first Bernese Mountain Dog, I named him Louie.
Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool.